during the games.
Respecting.
Respectable.
Polite.
Respecting. Yeah, to really ban out the Cooper right here, at least to ease up the options and to increase the chances of winning. But no, all right. I think I have nothing more to say. I'll be going on Sunsparks.
All right, that was such a gamble on ONIC PH's side. And could they be blindsided? Could they be tilting? I don't know. Butters, I gotta ask you before I give my final thoughts and throw it over to Rockhart and Nomad. Who do you pick in this game 4? It could be the last game.
First back-to-back champion Sunsparks is gonna happen here. I think it's just a prediction. Back-to-back champs.
I'm hoping to be wrong as well, but it's 3-0 from the panel here. Sunsparks all the way. Let's go ahead and throw it over to our casters, Rockhart and Nomad. This could be it. Good luck.
Yeah, we're going to need all the luck that we can get. We're going to have a one slobber knocker of a fight, as this is potentially the last game of the series in this best of 5. Sunsparks leading the pack, one more win. They will be the first time back-to-back champion here in the MPL. And of course, we're going to be delivering the play-by-play and all the action. I am Nomad.
And of course, I am Rockhart here for ONIC PH versus Sunsparks Game 4. Now, I think I have to agree with the panel. This is an absolute Sunsparks win if we're just basing on the draft. First of all, very, very bold of ONIC PH to pull out the Hanzo at this point of the tournament, where people have been super 50-50 about it in everywhere I look, everywhere I talk about Hanzo. They're not really sure about it yet, but ONIC PHs are going to try. You know, you got to give him credit for that. So, man, I can't wait to see what's going to happen here.
I mean, it's either they're gonna try it or they're gonna use it, because behind the scenes they may have used Hanzo multiple times a day, made it work, and that's a huge if, because it's a gamble. This Hanzo pick is a big gamble, and just the fact that they're not even considering the ban on Kufra. I mean, yeah, Kufra's not ban-worthy per se, but, you know, with giving it to the hands of Rafflesia here in this matchup, I don't think it's gonna be the wisest choice that they have, you know?
Yeah. Didn't even get started on the championship Kufra, by the way. Great pickings overall for our team, our boys here in Sunsparks. So, ONIC PH, please, if you give us a game 5. If you can give us a game 5, that would be great. But again, we are not going to hold our breaths. Right now, Greed is back on Natalia. He is one of the best heroes to ever pilot that hero so far in the season. Let's go into the game.
It's going to be crucial that Greed does spot Wise. It's going to be crucial that he spots out where the OG is, and disregard the Numa Ye that Hanzo has. And it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard here for Greed to spot that out. But then again, Sunsparks, this lineup is far superior than what ONIC PH has. Notice the slight I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like there's so many counters that Sunsparks already got. Aside from, obviously, Greed, he can easily hunt down Wise on this Hanzo, right? It's so easy for him. He doesn't even need to bat an eye. And the offensive capabilities of Sunsparks with Kill VJ once more on this Kimmy. The muscle memory is still there. It's fresh from last game. Championship Kufra already for Sunsparks. I would say the draft, no sugarcoating it, it is against ONIC. But the sign of a champion, Nomad, can you overcome these huge obstacles that are in front of you? If you want the chance to be called the champion, the best in Mobile Legends here in the Philippines, these are some of the things that you need to be able to overcome.
And overcoming this might be the case, because Omivia is gonna get knocked up. Nice revenge there by Rafflesia. And again, you have to ban out the Kufra. You don't want things like that happening to your team, don't you? And as I say that, the ejection by JP catches D-Lar, but that's going to be the first blood onto kill VJ, picking off all my Venus there. Greed low on HP, managed to survive by the skin of his teeth there. As I say that, Yaknu in a scuffle against Raflesia takes him out. Kilowash is going to be here. The shadows of Wise is going into the back lines, targeting Kill VJ. Kill VJ managed to survive that. Greed's going to be backing off. And this is going to be a reset by both of these teams.
So that's one way to stop Greed from hunting down Wise. Get him low, right? Deny him all of that Demon Blood. Enable Hanzo to just use it in a very far corner of the map. And then you can take team fights on your own. But there is a weakness to doing that, by the way. Demon Blood on Hanzo runs out very, very quickly. So you need to time it perfectly if you want to make the Hanzo effective.
And the fact that Wise's Hanzo is just going to be used primarily to take down Kimmy or kill VJ. That's the concern here.
Oh, look at that. Man, they got a lot from that. JP is on the back line doing some pretty good damage. And oh my Venus, it can't say I'm just a support. I got damage, says oh my Venus. Takes him out with that Valier.
And now Wise might just go down as well as
Greed
secures the kill onto that lone Hanzo.
There you go. It's starting, boy. It's starting. That is where it all falls down. So now it's going to be up to ONIC. How do they recover every time Wise goes down? Apparently, it's Oh My Venus with a follow-up damage with Iaknu's great help from the Way of the Dragon. Now they can probably go for Turtle.
Yeah, and patience is going to be the name of the game here for ONIC PH specifically. They don't want to overcommit any team fights onto Sunsparks because they have beautiful counter engagements here.
Yep, I think counter engage is all they need to do, and they're actually in a pretty good position as long as they don't get wiped out right away by the Demon Numa, right? That is the only thing that is stopping them from doing that. So now, what is going to be the move here from ONIC? Do we want to prolong this further? Can we hunt down KLVJ before he does things like this? Look at the damage output! Takes out Jay so quickly with Wise doing some counterplay here on the Hanzo.
Man, Wise is not gonna be none the wiser if he overstays his welcome there. He is gonna be on the top side. Will try to steal this. That is what Iyaku is gonna try to do. Turtle is gonna be stolen. At what cost though? At the cost of another kill onto Greed. Iyaku is gonna be backing off.
Up. Gonna be Iyaku backing off. Oh my dear lord! That is a great flicker in, but Raflesia gonna be locking down Venus, but looks like she's gonna be left alone. Where are my teammates? Apparently, Raflesia doesn't need that much power. And now, KLVJ, no ultimate, gonna be able to at least do some scaring off here. There goes the rocket! He was waiting for it! It went on cooldown. Dilar went a little bit too far in. And now it's... what a messy exchange from our players here.
And Dilar's not even tanky. He prioritizes the immortality first so that he can contribute more to the team fight. He's not gonna be sustaining a lot of... he's not going to be taking a lot of hits in this early stage of the game.
Yep, absolutely. That's what he's going to be doing there, right now. So, what's going to be the call here? My friend, what's going to be the call? Can Greed catch him again and again and again?
It's going to happen.
Make him scared to go out, right? Make him scared to go out. I think that's going to be a call.
And the backstab was just good. Procs the passive. Manages to take out Dilar in a matter of seconds, and I think Kilowash might just be overstaying his welcome because Wise is going to be summoning the Numas once again.
Numa, yay! Wise is doing it. He's getting something back for his team. However, of course, Tower will fall in the mid lane. Dodger. You can just hear them call. You can just hear Venus stand from where he's sitting. With that one. But of course, Iaknu's been on the top lane, by the way, really doing a lot of work here for... let's have a replay on that, because right now, that is a beautifully played call, I would say, on Dilar. He was put on so much pressure. Kaluwash doing a great job. He takes the tower on the back foot of that. But what do ONIC do? They get him compressed, and they let the demon do its job.
The Numa Yace here. Making it work, and this is how Wise will slowly go online. He is ahead by 200 gold, not significant, this Kimmy, but he's still ahead nonetheless. There goes the Glorious Pathway in order for them to secure the kill on the KLVJ to gang up on Reflecia. Reflecia does not have revenge available. He's gonna go down. This turtle is open. Natalia is gonna be in the back lines trying to look for Hanzo, but DLR spots him out. That exclamation point is gonna be more than enough.
Again, those yeah, Dealer actually has a great tool to deal with that. That X-Borg fire missiles are actually great at spotting out the Natalia. So Greed, he's not gonna have an easy time. But when you go for the offensive, that is when you succeed. They take down the Hanzo. They get more than they bargained for. Now JP, he's in danger.
He's in danger. He's gonna go down. He's gonna chuckle.
Yeah. In danger. I'm in danger. And something like that, right?
Yeah, something like that. And the turtle is gonna go down. Might be stolen. KLVJ does not have the maximum charge available. Turtle's gonna be secured by ONIC PH. Here comes the team fight. Reflecia diving in. He's gonna be forced back, but Kilowash is gonna be diving in with those sights, taking down Jay.
The missiles almost take down the Aknu. He's gonna be alive though. So everyone else in ONIC PH, they're still fighting. They're keeping a distance, but KLVJ is still pretty much far from being stopped.
Look at this. The lead is now going, getting bigger and bigger here for this Wise versus KLVJ lineup. But consider this. ONIC PH is relatively even in terms of money compared to how Sunsparks is right now.
Yep, Sunsparks is, of course, pretty much in a very tight spot here, considering they're supposed to be the ones who are super strong in the early game, right? Because they have the Kimmy. They have a lot of early game power tools, even JP on that, on the Jawhead. So I'm a bit curious why they're being pushed back here this much.
I mean, it's just because ONIC PH is just systematical in terms of going in for the counter engages. But as I say that, this counter engage is not going to be worth it for Jay. Glorious Pathway is going to be popped in order for Oh My Venus to escape.
Greed?
Here comes the Numa once again. Greed might be overstaying his welcome. Greed might just fall down. But he does take down Jay before he falls down by the hands of Wise. D-Lar low on HP once again. It is a 1-for-2 trade. ONIC PH still coming out on top of that, despite looking a bit sketchy in that counter engage.
I feel like the problem is that Greed is looking for other targets. I think he's not focusing on the right targets so far. He needs to get in a position where you need to just work on Wise, right? I feel like that's been the position of a lot of people who have been using Natalia, especially if you're fighting against a Kimmy. What's your job when you're in Natalia, right? When you have a Kimmy on the enemy, you just look for the Kimmy. I think that's what all he should do. He is finding fights in different parts of the map. That is not what Natalia is for.
Yeah, and Greed, really, if you're going to be playing the Natalia, you just need to make sure, if you're going to be playing the aggressive Natalia, you need to make sure that you scale pretty well. Right now, with your job being looking for Wise, I don't think you'd be able to assassinate anybody with one strike, even if you're proccing your passive every time. And as I say that, though, Wise goes down by the hands of Greed. Greed's gonna get taken out by Iaknu.
Kiluash is on a different journey, though. He is on the warpath to really take down this tower, to at least get some gold back for his team, but not going to be happening as the rest of Sunsparks are now looking at the Lord. It is half HP. They know what's happening. Will they go for the team fight?
They are gonna go for the team fight, and that is exactly what's happening here. ONIC PH popping the Glorious Pathway. They're backing off Sunsparks. Iaknu's going to be in the back lines. As I say, that top lane tier 2 turret is going to go down. Sunsparks may just do a little bit of smoke and mirror play here. That might be the call.
I think so. I feel like if you're Sunsparks, you know you're at a disadvantage in terms of economy by a little bit, right? So what do? You kind of try to confuse ONIC PH. You have the power of Greed on the stealth. You have a lot of information on your hands. Because right now, wait, look at what Greed is doing. He is just scouting where each and every ONIC player is. They have a lot of info, and they can probably get started on the Lord right away, and they are doing that just now.
And the Lord There's still a chance for the Lord to be stolen. The damage is not solid enough here for Sunspark.
And
Good ejection there onto D-Lar, and a good call to reset it. It is a Luminous Lord. It's very crucial that ONIC PH secures this as well as Sunsparks.
Right now, look at this. Greed is looking for Hanzo, but he is so far away. He finds him under the tower. He is missing from the team fight, but the rest of ONIC PH are they still have enough damage. They can still go for fight.
They can go for fights, or they can go for the Lord. They need to make sure that they have their objectives in mind. They are the gods of macro. Prove it to every single person that's watching you play right now. They need to equalize the map. That's what they need to do here before they start taking the Lord.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They need to just start looking at the map before they go for anything big. It's a big decision, right? It's a Luminous Lord. It's a really big decision if you want to go for it. Will they go for something big here? I'm not sure because they don't have their Hanzo. They might just be going in and try to get some of these buffs while they're available.
Bottom lane, Iyaku's going to be assisting the bottom lane push there by the minions. Going to be backing off though. Going to be resetting. Probably going to be split pushing the top side this time around. Trying to force the take on the tier 2 turret.
Alright, where's it going to be? Where is the play here? Come on, I think the Lord's been waiting. The Lord is super excited. He wants to go for a team fight already. You can tell. I mean, both of these teams are just waiting for the other one to make a mistake. At this point, who makes the bigger mistake? I think that is the question here in this matchup.
The propensity to make that mistake, I'm gonna say this now, it may be ONIC PH.
Ooh, that's a big word there. Why do you think so?
Because ONIC PH's propensity to tilt, if they're pressured enough, is large. It's big. They're being pressured right now to win a game 4 to force a game 5. They're in the back foot in this matchup. Even at the start of the game, despite them being able to balance out everything, Sunsparks still had a commanding early game here that forced ONIC PH in this situation where all of the lanes are being pushed towards their side.
Speaking of being pushed in, that's a big problem where Oh My Venus forces a flicker out of there right in the middle of an immortality. And now Sunsparks are looking for Iaknu. Where are you going to go here? You get slowed down by KLVJ there, trying to make a play. It's a way of the dragon. It will not bleed to anything except for ONIC just being scared to go out of the map right now.
The 5v3, the smarter call here would be to just push out the lane, but instead, Sunsparks, they're going to secure the Lord. As I say that, they're going to be disengaging from the Lord, going to opt to go for D-Lar. Glorious Pathway is not available here by Jay to help him run away. And the Lord's going to be resumed on by Sunsparks. This Lord is going to be marching over the top side. It's going to equalize the pushes. The Lord's going to be finally secured. Gets the ejection onto Jay. Jay's going to be forced to use the Glorious Pathway to run away. Last Insanity being proc, going to be forced backwards here. That is going to be a huge reset here by ONIC PH. They need to reset.
Okay, apparently they'll be able to do so a little bit.
Ooh, almost.
There. I don't know why he keeps doing that to tanks. I really like it. At the same time, that's a bit scary, bub. Anyway, because of all of that, even though the lead is only 1k, Sunsparks will have the Lord in their hands, and we will go into a pause here. I think everyone got a little... That was very rattling. If you're ONIC PH, that would have been super rattling. So we'll have to find out why in a few moments. But for now, the game is still in the hands of pretty much anyone. This game is still up in the air, no man. I don't know if you agree with me.
I mean, it's still up in the air, yeah. But at the back of their minds, the mentality, the mental fortitude of these guys has to be on point.
Yeah, absolutely. So, where is the mentality? Remember, no more of that momentum push from ONIC PH. Can they keep this up? That is a question in each and every one of our minds. Can they just not make a mistake? That's all I'm asking for right now. Yeah. Just don't make a mistake. And Iaknu, did he? Apparently not. He'll be able to get out of there really quickly. Greed is on the sides as well as Kiluash, trying to see if they can catch someone, but it looks like ONIC PH is still going to play the safe game.
They are going to try to play it safe, but that is a Luminous Lord marching in towards the top side. So the attention is going to be split here by ONIC PH and Sunsparks. They're trying to do what they can to get... Oh, wait, that is a good revenge. That is a good revenge. No rage is available here for Reflecia, but the HPs are dropping low here for Sunsparks. That is going to be Jay going down.
Jay is out. There is no more glorious pathway. They might have a hard time clearing this now and taking a team fight. But it looks like D-Lar are going to be able to clear up the top lane. No push is going to happen. But the next wave is coming very, very shortly. And now, 4v5, man. It's 4v5.
4v5. Sunsparks, they're going to be continuing the siege here, as the bottom lane inhibitor turret is going to go down quite easily. The flicker is going to be forced out there by Reflecia. Reflecia barely makes it out alive, and the Immortality is going to be popped as well.
And this game is super close. As you can see, Sunsparks, they're trying to engage. They have big minions, but they still were not able to actually push into the base. That's a big problem.
It is. I mean, relatively speaking, the wave clear here for ONIC PH is good to an extent. If the minion wave, if they're being distracted by Sunsparks all at the same time and forced to use their skills towards Sunsparks, the minion waves won't be there. But if Sunsparks is not sieging up anywhere, anywhere on the side of ONIC PH, they can clear out the waves. They can equalize everything. So what ONIC PH needs to do here, with that being said, is to force the fights onto Sunsparks. And as I say that, Iyaknu is going to be forced in a tight spot after a revenge and a rage, and he's going to go down.
My god, Iyaknu will be able to lose out and buy some more time. Apparently not. Even Ghost cannot withstand the damage from Kill BJ. Oh my Venus is on a chase here, but they are fighting on a 4v5 for 40 seconds right in time as the Lord spawns. That is not where you want to be here.
It's really not where you want to be. And what ONIC PH does not want to be in here is in their base as the second Luminous Lord spawns. The second Lord spawns in this game. They don't want to be stuck in this base. And Greed just doing his job, taking down that tier 1 inhibitor turret. Well, that inhibitor turret, I mean.
Yep, that's going to be basically another pushing factor here for Sunsparks. It is dangerous. And now, it looks like Sunsparks is going to be able to get into position around the Lord area. Maybe they can bait Jay. Maybe they can bait Iyaknu to make another critical mistake. That is what we're waiting for here. Which one of those will come true first?
I'm wondering myself. Patience is going to be the name of the game here for ONIC PH and Sunsparks. One misplay may turn the tides of battle here in favor of ONIC PH. So they're not going to be committing as much people there onto the Lord Pit, because that's going to be what Kilowash is doing on that Thumbs, already at half HP. At the same time, Greed is going to be on the top lane, side pushing, just doing his job, forcing Iyaknu to answer Greed. The Lord is almost going to go down too.
Oh man, everyone is so tense right now. Everyone is waiting for the perfect moment. See who makes a big critical mistake. I think Sunsparks is right. They need to watch the top lane as well, because Iyaknu's he has a lot of propensity to really make an error in a critical moment. So maybe that's something you can abuse if you're Sunsparks. At the same time, though, the control of Venus and Wise is just impeccable alongside D-Lar. So maybe they can use that to get into the fights when Sunsparks least expects it. And now Iyaknu, he's on the split push on the top lane while the Lord is being taken.
Yeah, but that's going to be forcing a reaction here from Sunsparks. They're forcing Greed and JP to respond to that. That's a lot of bodies just for one man. So that's a good job for Iyaknu. Meanwhile, Jay, D-Lar, and Oh My Venus trying to push forward away from their front lines as Greed tries to take down the top lane. Lithomancer is going to be secured at the very least by ONIC PH.
The very, very least. And so far, so good here for... Oh my god, ONIC PH, they're still controlling this area. They still have their base, but how long is that going to last? The rest of ONIC are now just waiting. And just waiting for Sunsparks to make a Lord attempt.
No!
Oh no, Iyaknu, what are you doing? Get out of there! Venus for the rescue! He will at least be able to push back Sunsparks for a little bit. Forces the flicker out of JP. That is also pretty big.
But that's forced ONIC PH back, allows Sunsparks to start up this Lord. Jay and D-Law are going to try to steal the Lord away from Sunsparks. That is going to be a glorious pathway. No rage is available by Reflection, but he's not going to be committing it just yet. That should have been the optimal opportunity there to force it. Iaknu is going to respawn. The Lord is going to be reset, not dishing out a lot of damage. But ONIC PH needs to watch their top lane. Top lane is going to get pushed out.
My gosh.
Greed though.
ONIC PH, they finally got rid of Greed. At least Hanzo can finally be unleashed. Will it happen though? They are gonna want to force this Lord right now. This is it. This is the way they get back. But look at the base. Look at the base. Wise and Iaknu, they're on the run. Wise is already using the Demon Numa to clear it. That is how desperate they are.
And the desperation here is going to lead ONIC PH in a bad spot because Kilowash is going to be right behind D-Lar and Jay. Kilowash is going to be diving in with the sights. And that's going to be the Winter Truncheon being forced by Oh My Venus, and Oh My Venus is going to go down. One member going down. HP's low here. Iaknu is running away. Kilowash is just way too much to handle for him. Lord's going to be reset once again.
They control this now? That is the question in my mind as we speak. Can they actually stop Sunsparks now with Oh My Venus out of commission? 35 seconds. It is a lot of time to play around. And Wise isn't even ready to fight yet. He is in the base. He's defending.
Oh.
They catch Kilowash. Immortality will be popped. And he goes down. Oh my god. Look at the Lord area. They are still fighting at each other. And Green. Yep.
Yeah, because they recognize that this is a crucial objective to turn the tides. Whoever takes this Lord will take that game. That's how I'm seeing this.
Absolutely. Even if ONIC PH takes it, even though there are a lot of towers still up on Sunsparks, we are at 23 minutes. It is very, very possible to go ahead, just take the Lord, and rush straight in if you wipe out Sunsparks. That's very much in my mind right now. Is it on ONIC PH's? Can they actually contest?
They can. They have the ability to. But the problem here is that Sunsparks is just able to distract ONIC PH every time they try to go in.
No, man. I don't know how long they can keep doing that. Because I feel like right now, Sunsparks, they've been denied so many times. They're like, I demand to see the manager. You guys, I've been trying to get my meal.
To see the manager. Yeah.
I've been trying to get this meal for the past how many minutes? I'm being denied service. I need service. I need this Lord. That is why they're so bent on camping that area.
I mean, it's a stalemate. Right now, we're at this point in the game where we are on stalemate, and the only way to break the stalemate is if two members fall down on either side of these teams. One member is not a big factor.
Come on. Can we actually see something? Okay. Even if someone gets picked off, they can still defend, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't see this ending anytime soon. Let's go for 2 hours on this. Just kidding. That's not gonna happen, right? Right? Or did I curse it? I don't know. I hope I didn't curse it.
Be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it.
2 hours? Come on, that's impossible. Right?
Right?
I should not do stuff like that. I know, I'm kidding. Anyway, Sunsparks, they are waiting on the sides in case someone makes a big effort to, push up on top lane. And this base is wide open. They can feel it. It's like a sore. It's like an open wound, right? And there are like flies waiting to jump in the moment you take your hands off.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And ONIC PH, they're just trying to apply pressure in this open wound that they have. And as I say that, Wise Immortality.
Oh boy.
Oh, Wise is going to be forced back. No Immortalities. I was the Numa.
Yeah. So for the meantime, it's gonna be Greed going on the hunt. He's still trying to look for Wise. Maybe he's outside. There's the Tyrant Rage. Will there be any impact? I don't think so. For the meantime, there will be no big time Tyrant's Rage, no flicker for 2 minutes. This could be the opening if only Kilowash and Greed were not pushing on top in mid.
It's a patience game, and I just gotta say that Iaknu takes down Greed.
Oh my god! Oh my god, what did Greed do? I didn't see it! Oh, this is gonna be big! ONIC! They could go for this! There is no big minion wave threatening their base right now, and they can get the Lord in position. JP is aware. He knows it. But now, as I say that, fam, Skiluash going in the mid lane. What is gonna happen here? Jay gets thrown in the middle of the fight, and the Lord gets reset again.
No chance of a Lord to take here, but Kilowatt and Wise in a bit of a scuffle there. Mid lane turret's gonna get pushed. ONIC PhD need to back off right now. All the minions are actually pushing in. This is crucial. Jay might actually fall down by the hands of Kilowatt, but as I say that, there goes the immortality being popped onto Jay and Iaknu. I mean, all my Venus and Iaknu. This is crucial. This is very crucial. Iaknu's gonna go down as well as all my Venus Sunsparks. They are closer and closer to this victory, but Wise manages to defend it. Takes out Kilowatt. Lord's gonna be taken here as well.
With the last breath of the Demon Numa, he's able to get a kill. But will it be enough to stop Sunsparks here? Lord is now very, very low, but so is KelVJ. Here is Jay with the glorious pathway now, going for the chase. No damage out of it though. He will get pushed into the wall, slowed down for days. And here is Wise with the Demon Numa, goes for KelVJ. He's super low, and he's able to survive.
Reed's pushing the bottom lane, takes down Wise. The minion wave is actually pushing in.
Oh, the minion wave again!
Away! Sunsparks may just be the first ever two-time back-to-back champion.
No! Oh my
god! Sunsparks wins it. They become the first ever two-time back-to-back MPL champion.